This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle for the PS3. In the previous episode, we finished the journeys of Kimyō and his ilk and his fight to defeat Dio. Now we shall go on to Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, with our new hero. Let's begin. I don't mind the little conversation that pops up, except the fact that it kind of slows down the game while you're clicking it. So, and we're playing as Josuke. I don't think his last name's Joestar in this game either. So, but that's fine. But we got another JoJo. So, let's begin. Oh, we'll be good.
1999年の日本 S 市森尾町に住む不良の高校生東方丈介
The year is 1999. Josuke Higashikata is a high school student in Morioh town, a neighborhood in S City.
彼はジョセフ・ジョースターの隠し子であり、血縁上は空城城太郎の叔父にあたる。
The illegitimate son of Joseph Joestar, Josuke is the uncle of Jotaro Kujo by blood.
ある時、ジョースケは城太郎と出会い、森尾町に迫る危機を知らされた。
One day, Josuke encounters Jotaro, who told him of an impending menace looming over Morioh.
その直後、スタンド使いにして殺人鬼片桐安十郎、通称アンジェロにより警察官の祖父を惨殺されてしまう。
Soon after the murder, and stand user Angelo Katagiri brutally murders Josuke's grandfather, a police officer.
ジョースケは祖父の代わりに町を守ることを決意し、襲ってきたアンジェロを岩に同化させ封印した。
Resolving to protect the town in place of his grandfather, Josuke engages Angelo and seals him in a giant rock.
だが、恐るべきことに、この町には弓と矢を使い、悪のスタンド使いを増やす人間がいるのだった。
But the crisis is not over. Someone is using a mysterious artifact, the bow and arrow. What? That's an artifact? A bow and arrow? There are people that do that for fun in modern times with whatever, it's anime, whatever. To turn more and more townspeople into evil stand users. So he shoots them like it's like Cupid's arrow, except turns them evil. Episode 1, the terrifying right hand. The hand that does, the things with the ears. Anyway, on the way home from school, Josuke and his friend Koichi Hirose are unexpectedly attacked by the Ninjamura brothers. Whoops. They were the ones who had been creating all the new stand users, including Angelo. The older of them, Kiicho, orders his brother Akuasu to use his stand, the hand, to kill Josuke. Ooh. Enemy powers boosted, and do some stuff. Wait, win without losing? We'll try.
東方丈介、お前はこの西村奥安のザ・ハンドが消す。
Did a Japanese game just tell me to talk to the hand? Really? Wow. Anyway, isn't just me or just Josuke kind of remind me of a... Ow, that was painful. He kind of reminds me of a greaser, like the Fonz or something like that. I wonder if that's the point. Maybe. I gotta admit, they look pretty slick. Whatever school they go to has got a pretty cool uniform. Yeah, in America we don't have school uniforms, not really. Well, some schools do, but most public schools don't do uniforms, so we don't get cool outfits. Which, as a kid, I actually would have really hated that. Weirdly enough, I'm one of those weird guys that likes his freedom/individuality. So being told to wear a school uniform would have annoyed me. Nowadays, I would think it'd be kind of neat, but I still want my spin on it. But anyway, we beat Ninjamura first episode. Nice pompadour, dude, and a peace sign. You're just all that in a bag of chips, aren't you? What are we, like in San Francisco or something like that? Like head of the peace movement? What's the head of the peace movement in America? I don't know. It was kind of all over the place, really, when you think about it. I'm trying to see what other tricks I've got. Oh, he threw me. He punched me in the face. And let me grab you, man. Don't sit on the ground. I just want to see what it did. I'd be kind of afraid if people like this were in the real world. Even though we already have guns, but if someone was going around forming spirits to attack people, I'd be like, man, we gotta chain these people up like mutants, man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking about that. That was great, Akuyasu. I think I said that right, but yeah. Alright. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to quit. New glossary. A new model for doing the secret mission. Yay! And the creepy face thing that keeps peeling over. Ah! It's so freaky, man. Alright, let's go to the next episode. Yes, yes, yes. That reminds me of Episode 2, Surpassing His Brother. Saying yes, yes, yes kind of reminds me of The Land Before Time, that one dinosaur that goes, yep, yep, yep. The Ninjaburo brothers were creating stand users in hope that anyone could kill their father, who would become a horrid monster. Josuke agrees to help find a stand that can save him instead. But soon after, an electric stand, Chili Pepper, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, kills Kiicho. It isn't long before Josuke's father, Joseph Joestar, comes to Morioh to discover who has stolen the bow and arrow. But Chili Pepper soon becomes aware of his visit. Akuyasu uses the hand's teleportation ability to chase down his nemesis. So we're gonna face who of the Red Hot Chili Peppers are we fighting? I mean, we're fighting like Flea or something, or you know no specific name. All right. Nice bling there, guys. Okay, looks like he's got a Kappa stand or something like that. This guy kind of reminds me of Kuwabara, actually. He's kind of that whole tough guy walk type of, not kind of a bully, but not really, if that's weird to say. I mean, he might act like that without actually being one. Although in this story apparently started off as one, he's one of those guys that you can only help him if he beats the crap out of you or something. Anyway, not too difficult. We beat Kira Atoishi, I think. Eat it for breakfast, jerk. Alright, but now I got one of the secret missions, that's fine. New glossary. By the way, the glossary is basically terms and stuff that you find out in the game that's supposed to explain the story a bit better, but the stories are weird enough as it is. I think I'll just go with it. Anyway, let's go to the next episode. That one was actually pretty quick. Episode 3, Rock and Roll Savior. This kind of reminds me of Grease for some reason. I don't know why. Akuyasu's victory seemed assured. But Chili Pepper has been inducing Akuyasu to dig up the electrical wires in the ground. Revived by the resulting electrical supply, the stand deals Akuyasu a near-complete defeat. Josuke and his friends head for Morioh's port to protect Joseph Joestar. There they find Chili Pepper's master, Akira Atoishi, who finally reveals himself to Josuke and Koichi. Supremely confident in his stand's skills, Akira lets Josuke have the final first strike, a crushing blow from the shining diamond stand. Woo! All these nonsensical words. You say these things, but do you know what they mean? Anyway. Looks like fighting electric Kappa again. That was a long speech for like 2 sentences. Did you see that health person trying to photobomb him? I mean, although Akira is probably one of the most normal looking characters, he looks kind of like a standard rocker from like maybe the I don't know, he looks like maybe a rockabilly or something, you know? He has his hair is too long to be a rockabilly style. But yeah, he looks like one of the more normal outfits. Well, I mean, I guess the uniforms are normal too. You know what I mean. And he actually looks like a musician. Like he has a guitar, for God's sakes. Haha. It's almost like being someone with an uppercut ability in Mortal Kombat, you know? Yeah, that's kind of cool. His back work. This guy exudes confidence, as it were. See? Although he puts his hand on his hip like, he's like, uh-huh. He's got to do a double snap or triple snap or whatever. Sorry, I was trying to do my token science teacher snap. I wonder if did I ever mention that story while I was playing this? I used to have a... Anyway, I used to have a science teacher when I went to elementary school. I don't know if I should say her name. I'll just call her Miss A. And she was a token she was a token African American lady. Like she would do something that was stereotypical that we would make fun of, like, aha, they don't actually, people don't actually do that, people are different. But she would like if she got mad at you, she'd say stuff like, I'll send you off so fast to make your head spin. And she'd actually do the double snap. It was pretty funny. I mean, she was an aggressive teacher, but she tried to teach, as I teach this guy what it means to be a fighter. Retired, man. You're retired. But she was a nice lady for what it was. Man, I beat the crud out of that guy. I told you to rethink your stupid ideas, but your ideas aren't really the problem. You're just an idiot. Oh, if only you could tell that to the whole internet, my friend. Anyway. Ooh, got another achievement, or trophy, whatever. Someone like mentioned that to me. It's like, it's a trophy on PS3. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's the same. I mean, same concept. I mean, you get something for doing something. I mean, no. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. It's one of those things where you're just like, really? Okay, you know. It wasn't even anything that mad at. It was just like, all right. Episode 4. Let's meet a comic artist. He'll be depressed and out of money for sure. Akira is sentenced to prison, and the bow and arrow are recovered safely. Well, that was solved pretty quickly. A few days later, Koichi visits the residence of Rohan Kishibe, a famous manga artist who has just moved into Morioh. I wonder if that's like the guy who wrote this manga put himself in it. That'd be funny if that was true. Rohan is actually a stand user. He attempted to use his Heaven's Door stand to make Koichi into material for his manga stories. Huh. Koichi struggles to fight back with this stand reverb. Well, that's an interesting villain. I need your body for materials for my... Okay, that's... I'm sorry, that's not a manga artist. You're too pretty looking. No, I'm just kidding. They're probably pretty manga artists. You know, the stereotype. Big glasses. It hunched over in the room all day because they've got to work on drawing and writing for a manga. I've heard it can be very stressful work being a manga artist and writer. I mean, it's like a comic book artist, except I think you have to put more pages on the screen and more dialogue than most comics. And you have to do it well, it's still monthly, but you know, it's still a lot of work. But apparently, we're playing as a kid now with some kind of almost like a snake or a parasite or something. Uh-oh. And we're fighting a manga artist that has like a little, I don't know, dude with a cap on his head? I don't know. Use the Sizzler! Did I just grab him in the crotch? I think I did. Alright, anyway. Finish him off in grand style. Well, at least the kid in this story has the power to back up his mouth. Unlike other stories where they're like, the kid's got to be part of the story. Even though he doesn't do anything, at least this kid actually has a power. I don't mind kids being in stories if you make them useful or have a point, but don't just have them just to have them. Even if it's a children's cartoon. Anyway. I'm kind of glad this game isn't giving me too much trouble. I don't know how I feel about actually having to work at this. Man, sorry, I've been kind of sick recently, so I have to be careful. Especially with talking so much. Oh, I got hit with his ability. I don't even know what that does, really. You know what, I haven't tried the taunts, actually, now that I think about it. If I remember, you can press select, I think it is. Yeah, I think you can press select taunting people. Yeah, not prepared or not at all. But, I got a trophy for that too. Just sorry, I'm just being cheap. I just gotta beat this guy. Gotta beat this crazy. That's kind of funny. The manga artist is drawing while he's on the ground. Get the stand you put on me away from me already. Oh, so he forced that power on him. Huh. I must not have read the text correctly. I thought he already had his stand or something. Or is he talking about that guy's stand? He says, get it away from me. Anyway, now we can use Koichi Hirose in all the modes. Hooray. We can play as a kid now. Woo! Now, like I said, at least he's not like a whiny brat type of kid. Alright, let's go to the next episode. We got some time. We can do it. We can do it, Hideki. Let's do it, Hideki. Episode 5, Save Koichi. Sorry, I almost forgot to see that. Made into material for manga by Heaven's Door, Koichi is unable to resist Rohan's total control. Just as all seems lost, Josuke and Akiyasu arrive to help. Akiyasu takes Rohan from behind. That could have been worded better, warning him not to make a move. But Rohan turns around, laughing eerily as he proclaims that he will make Akiyasu into material as well. That's not creepy. Player attack bonus cut. Do a normal attack with something on. Alright.
君には興味なかったがしようがない。君も資料にしとかなくてはな。
I wonder what that would look like, a manga made out of human people. Or, human people. Out of humans, sorry. But that would be weird to look at. Oh, just do a normal attack with Sting, that's it? Huh, alright. Look at that. That's kind of a weird secret mission, though. Alright. Easier the better, right? Am I right now, dog? That dog? Ow. Did that thing just punk slap me? I think it did. We have to do the scene. There we go. Ah. Oh, nice. I guess. I've noticed this character Akiyasu has like he has a dollar sign on his chest. He has a yen sign on his lapels. I bet he's got money signs for other countries on his shirt as well, but I can't really quite see, so I'm not sure. No, I didn't get hit by it. Although I'm not familiar with all types of money, like what their signs are, you know. So, man, you would think the manga artist character would have more attacks that look like drawing like an artist, like Realm or something from like Final Fantasy VI, or I'm trying to think of a fighting game that had a person with a paintbrush, but it's nothing that's coming to me in mind. Oh, I'll think about it later. Don't screw with me, pig. All I see is a dollar sign and yen on his on his jacket. I don't see that many times. I guess those are only important ones anyway. Even though the dollars, like, at least the Tower recorded, the dollar is extremely weak right now in the world. So, it may have been big at the time of this manga writing, but not so much anymore. Right, the British pound would be used instead. Alright. Well, we've gotten through a bit of this current story, and there's more to go around. What'll happen to our crew and heroes as they try to find out about... I don't know, we already got the bow and arrow, so I guess we're trying to defeat this manga artist dude now. I guess he's the villain now, so... But we'll find out next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you then.